guys, it's been a while, I know, but I have had good excuses, as you do, life happens, and unfortunately junk journaling has taken a back seat for quite a long time. It's been really depressing, to be honest, but we're back now. What's happened is we moved house, which meant I had a bigger craft room, which was very exciting, but then our daughter unexpectedly came back home with her new little baby, which has been an amazing time, but very time consuming, as you with little babies know, and working full time just hasn't happened the way I had planned. Anyway, I've still been making junk journals, I've still been making tags, I've still been doing art journaling, just haven't been filming. So hopefully I'm back on track now. Anyway, without further ado, I'll show you this journal that I've finally managed to finish. It's I started it about well over a year ago, probably coming on 2 years ago, I think. Ridiculous. Anyway, it's a Nick the Booksmith, a ladies ledger journal, and I'll link that course in the description box below. If you haven't done the course yet, I highly recommend it. It's such a good way to learn a whole bunch of stuff about bookbinding, and you do get 2 different courses in that one course, so like it's 2 different styles of books, so it's really good. So this is like a traveler's notebook size, so but except it's a little bit taller, so it's 22 centimeters or 8 3/4 high, and then the width is about 4 3/4 and inches, and then centimeters, obviously about 12. Just thought I'd let you know that, because sometimes it's good to know what you're looking at size wise to see how it compares to what you're doing. So it's just a little bit taller, I think, than a traveler's notebook, but it's still roughly the same width, I think. Anyway, the cover is hard. It's masonite, so it's really nice and sturdy, and I'm just in love with this because it's really easy to put your paper on without it getting all wrinkled and everything. And yeah, I'll definitely be making more of those, and I've got all of the bits and pieces to do, bunches of them. Yeah, so, and then I've got a book plate, sort of book, what do you call them? Little nameplate there, and that's using the old Tim Holtz die. Unfortunately, you can't get those anymore, but if you do see any on eBay or anything, grab one, they're cool. Yeah, so I've just sort of made it look like metal there. And then it's got a curved spine, which Nick teaches you how to do, and hidden binding. And then this piece of metal here came from an old handbag of mine. So I just thought that went really well with the colour of the outside of the journal. Back's just plain, same paper, it's Tim Holtz. And I painted the fabric black for the spine. So I'll show you it open. This is a silk ribbon closure. It's a piece of silk actually that I bought from Turkey. Yeah, so nice and hard covers, like I say. I love Tim Holtz paper, so I think it's a really nice weight for the signature covers, signature wraps. I find I do like the signature wraps because they keep the signatures more like little sections of your journal, which is quite cool, quite nice, and the weight of that paper is just lovely. But then when I use it, it's so beautiful that I just don't want to cover it up, so I tend to leave them a little bit plain, hence the small pocket here. So I've got a little pocket just with a cluster there, and I am going to forget who inspired me to do which bit, because like I say, this took a while to finish, but I do have linked in my about page my current YouTubers that I really get inspired by and watch a lot of. So you can check that out if you want. Anyway, moving along. So that's the pocket. And I've sewed different laces. I really do like the way it looks when I do the lace all the way down the edge like that. And then I've got a pocket here, and I've put a little tag in there. This looks really pretty, but I'm going to come clean here and tell you that I'm just trying to use up all of my AliExpress paper. I just bought one 6x6 AliExpress paper, which I didn't like. I didn't like the quality. I didn't like that it took ages to come. But most of all, I didn't like that I found out through experience that you can't guarantee that they're not ripping somebody off, and obviously the price difference is a key there. They have taken artwork many times and reproduced it as if it's their own, including big names like Tim Holtz. I'm sure a lot of you know this, but just in case you don't, I was not aware when I bought this stuff. And it's really tempting to buy cheap things from AliExpress or whatever that other one is called, Wish. But it's just not fair, because they're ripping other people's artwork off. People have spent, countless hours coming up with these ideas and making sure it's good quality, and then along come AliExpress and completely rip it off. So yeah, it's nice, but if you recognise it, that's what I'm doing. I'm using it up, never to be bought again. I don't buy paper, don't buy stamps, don't buy dies, nothing from there, okay? Anyway, that's very cute. Just a journaling, ended up being just a little teeny journaling tag or a little bit of an embellishment. And here I've got a lace tip-in, and I thought it just looked nice all by itself against that beautiful tea-dyed paper. And it comes from a fabric bundle that I got from Sheila from Boho Daydreams, I think it's called. I'll link that in this description below. And this little bit of bling just accidentally landed there because of my messy desk probably. But I thought it looked quite cute because it sort of brings out the green in the paper, or the green brings out some colour in this little bit of bling. So sort of left that there, and just thought I'd see if you can see it closer. Can you? I can't tell because I'm just filming with my camera, with my phone I mean. Excuse my sniffing too, I've got really bad hay fever. It's our spring here in New Zealand. So just lots of writing space here. Tea-dyed paper. Love how it turns out all by itself. Doesn't need any embellishment sometimes. And here's some ledger. It's been tea-dyed as well. Here's a book page envelope clipped on there. That's an Artie Mays butterfly. And yes, it's ended up upside down. So here we go. There's the it's got book page sewn and a little bit of collage. Super cute. You can't tell the butterfly's upside down when he's clipped on the page. And just along one of those clusters on that ledger page, or might need to do some more stenciling through this section. Seem to have left it out. And here we go, we've got a floating pocket, and I've made that out of the die cuts with a view maps and ledgers papers, and they're quite thin, so they're really, it's a thinner paper than the Tim Holtz. Depends on what you need it for, what it's good for. Anyway, some more of that paper from the dreaded AliExpress. And this is a tag I've made from a clothing tag floating there. And then this charm comes from Elizabeth from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts, and she popped 3 of these charms into a bundle that I'd got from her, bunches of lace that I couldn't get in New Zealand. She was so lovely sending it to me, and these little extra pieces, so that was so nice of her. And they're so lovely. They're hand wrapped. I mean, you know, handmade, and she's wrapped the wire around, little heart beads. Super cute. So thank you, Elizabeth. And here we go. There's those the signature wraps again, just the Tim Holtz paper. And I've just left it because I just love looking at that paper all by itself. Just put some lace down the side there, sewed that on, made a pocket over this side with the plainer paper, and then I have a little metal embellishment, again an experiment, buying from those cheaper shops. This is from the dollar store, and I put a little flat back pearl on the back there. I love mixed metal, but it is, yeah, really thin. You'd probably only want to use them for paper crafts, which is what I'm doing, of course, but you know what I mean. It's not super good quality. It's just an embellishment for paper, really. Journaling card in there. This is some garden book page, and I've put some sari silk down the side there. And I've got some more writing, some vellum from Tim Holtz, book page tag that I made, some stenciling with the Tim Holtz stencil, Tim Holtz again. It is some vintage wallpaper made into a tag. The other side of that vellum piece. And this is a book page pocket that I've stuck in there. Some tags. These tags actually came with the goodies that arrived with my journal that I purchased from the Paper Addiction. So thank you for that. Beautiful little tags that I can just pop in there. And some more sari silk on the other side of that book page. This is just a little flip out, made with some washi tape. And this is some Frankenstein strips left over from cutting up all the paper that I've used lately. And then that's a little tag, and I've actually made that with a paperweight silver paper. So it's really quite thin, but I managed to emboss it through an embossing folder and put it onto some card for some extra stability. And then I rubbed some art wax, some Prima art wax on top of it, and that's aged brass. Yeah, like the look of that. So I might be able to use up all those little scraps. After all, I've had them for years because I had used them for my wedding invitations quite some time ago. Yeah, so here's some stenciling, another Tim Holtz stencil. Yeah, accidentally used 2, but anyway. Just some ledger made into a pocket, tag just sewn on the edge. And then there's some more of that silver paper, but this time I used a alcohol ink marker. There is a book page, and I've made this a pocket, and it's that Maps and Ledgers thin weight paper. That's the middle of the signature, and I've just put some edging on that was leftover scrap as well from Tim Holtz paper. And then another one of Elizabeth's charms, beautiful. And she she does those curls on the paper clips. I haven't done that yet, but I think I might start doing that because it's so pretty. It just makes it a little bit special, doesn't it? And then that's just those little tags, using that paper up. Some more ledger, just a little tuck in there too. And then this is another piece from Sheila's fabric bundle. Love that fabric bundle because you've got all these little pieces of fabric, little tiny pieces that you can add to a journal, because you don't want to buy a whole pile of fabric, especially when you first start out. So it's amazing to get all these different pieces that you might not have ever been able to collect yourself in a bundle. So yeah, I'm probably repeating myself, but hopefully you can check her out in the link below, because it's really amazing to get, you know, such different pieces in a bundle. Anyway, moving on. I've just clipped that there too, so it's removable, because I'm, you know, I could move that around the journal depending on, you know, when I start writing on it, I might want to put it somewhere else. More stenciling, the other side of that Franken paper, some beautiful birds on the next signature cover, and obviously I'm in love with that, so I'm not going to do anything with that, it's just to look at. You can clip things on, whatever, but I wouldn't cover it up, but it's just me. We've got a pocket here, and I've put some ribbon down the side, some journaling cards. This and this is actually those Tim Holtz found relatives, and I've been eyeing these up for quite a while and finally bought them, and then realised that they're shiny, and they're shiny on both sides. So I've just scrunched that up a bit. But I'm interested to know if you guys, any of you people, use these and how you use them and how you feel about using them, because I'm sort of mixed. You know, I've heard some comments say that why would you put people in your journals that you don't know? I know some people don't like the shiny finish. Is there anything that you can do about that? I'd love to hear what you guys think and what you guys have done. But I kind of like those two together. It's almost like they match to me. And I put her on the tag, but I didn't stick her down. I just floated it. So two tags together, really. Yeah, because like I say, I'm still not sure about using them or not. But I've got them now, so I will use them, I guess. Anyway, listen to me rambling. Here we go. More journaling paper, and there's got some graph paper. Picked that up, you know, partly used from the op shop, thrift store you might call them. Just a few cents to get people's leftovers that they don't use. Really good value. And some more of that garden book. Some more stenciling from Tim Holtz there. Some music page, and I love this book page from an art book by Joyce Blake, and she's a New Zealand artist, and I've got a few of her books. This is one of them, and she is the mother of a famous New Zealander, Peter Blake, so that's nice. And she's got beautiful illustrations in her books, and I've managed to pick up a few of these now to use in my journals. And I just made that one into a mirror image tuck, and got a few tags, a couple of little tags there, and it's just gorgeous. So I just sewed around the edge, and I've got a little fabric tip in here, again from Sheila's fabric bundle. It's the marks that my tray made when I was tea dyeing the paper. Some more stenciling, and I've gone different colours here, so it's walnut ink, walnut stain, and into vintage photo. Just wanted to see the difference on the page. They both look nice. that book page from the garden book, some more graph, stenciling and tea dyeing and coffee staining, and this is a tag, and I thought another piece of Sheila's lovely fabric would go with that. It's just so gorgeous. And there's a blue bead of Elizabeth to go with it, and this is a napkin. I don't like those napkins, but it's turned out really, really nice on the tag, and it's over top of wallpaper. I got some wallpaper scraps, samples from the op shop. Yeah, so it's got a nice texture there. And then again, my plain, well, not plain because they're beautiful, but Tim Holtz paper for the signature wraps, and I've left them so that I can enjoy the beautiful paper. And there's another pocket and some ribbon up the side just for some extra interest. A little tag. No idea where that paper comes from. This is another one of those little scrap cards I've made, and that's some stamping on some just leftovers from card making. And then this here is just a little flip piece of extra journaling paper. Quite like it when there's a little bit of balance to the spread there. Just lots and lots of writings page. That's a dictionary page. Centre for signature, and this is one of my altered playing cards. Again, using up these stickers that are from AliExpress. I'm using the rest of them actually in my planner because, yeah, nobody's really going to see them in there except for me. But I'm worried that this might be taken off somebody's artwork as well. Might not be, but yeah, just putting it out there. I don't like AliExpress stuff in my journals anymore. That other side of the dictionary page, another altered playing card. That's a napkin over top of the card, and a die cut that I had laying around with a Tim Holtz little ephemera piece out of one of his packs. Here is a floating pocket. So it's a collaged piece. It's collaged on the back as well. Pretty. And that's some fabric there and there in the pocket. And it's quite sturdy, so you could take that out and use it for something else. But just wanted to use one because I've made quite a few of those now. It'll be cereal box cardboard or something, so it's quite thick. Yeah, and some different coloured stenciling, and then another little tip-in. This isn't from Sheila, but it was gifted to me. Just thought that went beautiful with this paper, and instead of sewing it right round, I left it so you could play with it. I like it. And then the back of the signature finally, and there we have a little pocket which I've left as a flap, and I have put paper over top of an envelope there. Probably watched Roxy Creations doing that, or anyway, I'm going to link people who give me these ideas if I can, but apologies if I don't remember, because of the length of time that this journal took me to finish off. I'm sure you guys understand. Yeah, but in future I will write things down as I go if I'm using other people's ideas or inspiration. Yeah, so hopefully you liked that, and if there's anybody watching that watched my original 4 videos that I started putting out there a couple of years ago now. Hopefully you got some inspiration from that. I hope that you click subscribe, let me know that you liked it, because I would really like to keep doing these videos now. The little baby has left the house, and I have a little bit more time for journaling and for making videos. So hopefully see you soon. Bye.